Oh yeah, friends and fans, welcome back to Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with yours truly. And today we are indulging in the first episode of the Slaw vlog series, which is an electronic virtual sportsman's vlog, which is going to allow you, the viewer, to learn about different opportunities for outdoor recreation through hunting, fishing, and foraging, while tying it back into some biological and ecological concepts that we use to help find success. So there's a whole lot of different types of sportsman's based content on YouTube, let alone in media anyway. But what we're trying to do specifically here is relate the biology and the science behind the environment that we live in to finding success as a sportsman. So today's first video is actually going to take us on a throwback archery hunt from 2015. 6 years from the point of this video being made. This buck that we're about to watch, which is actually this guy right here, is a perfect example of taking a hunt and tying some ecological and biological ideologies behind it in order to explain why we were able to pull it off. So what I want to do first is I want to show you an actual video segment of this hunt, and then we'll dissect the events, the success, the hardships, and the rebound effect through an environmental and ecological understanding to explain how we were able to find this deer and put him on my wall. So without further ado, check out this video, and then we'll talk about what you just watched. Enjoy.
Man. You got him. He ain't going far. Oh, that's a big buck. Yeah, he is. Good job, Dino. We did it, baby. First mountain buck. Age. Listen for him to crash. Oh, baby. That was cool, calm, collected, though. Perfect video. Looked like a handful back, but that range went right through. Yeah, I saw blood. Right with my naked eye, I could see blood. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Don't. That was quick. Nice buck. He came right in, right on that pad. Where I saw you. I saw the glint of it. The camera, I have a picture of him. I saw the glint of the antler over there through the thicket about 80 yards out. And I saw the body and I instantly knew it was a big buck. Well, we got our first kill on video too. It's one for the wall right there. Good team, buddy. Good team. Yeah.
All right, so breakdown number one. Why was this deer here to begin with in this specific spot in the middle of this coniferous hemlock forest? Well, we can break this down if I would have explained the context of the landscape to you from a geographic and ecological standpoint. So this deer was shot in the Allegheny National Forest, which is an old-growth climax community forest, which is littered with giant hemlocks, oaks, and other hardwood species of trees with no understory underneath it. These trees are so big and old that they drown sunlight out for any undergrowth to exist. And the little undergrowth that does exist, the deer graze. Well, up the hill from this hemlock area is a thicket. And that thicket was formed by logging of these climax forests. So a lot of the big trees got eliminated, but smaller shrubs and young saplings grow extra thick in the ample sunlight that is created by that logging. So what will actually happen is the bucks living on this mountain, they live in the thick safety of that thicket, but when they're looking for does during the breeding season, which is when archery season occurs, those deer will orbit the thicket. The scent of the does will actually fall down the mountain sides and out of the thicket. So any deer that are orbiting that mountain and get wind of those does will know exactly where to turn back up into the thicket to go find her. And this deer was doing exactly that. We didn't call him in. We just knew that he was going to be moving on this deer trail, trying to win does uphill from him in the thicket. So geographically, it pays to know what's going on around you when chasing a certain quarry. Now, the second thing we could talk about is why didn't the deer go down? Well, now this is less environmental and geographical and much more biological in understanding. So that deer got shot back, meaning it missed the high respiratory paunch organs of the deer. So the paunch is the liver, heart, and lungs, and that's an area of the deer where there's a lot of blood circulation, and thus when that blood is lost too quick, the deer doesn't have enough oxygen to continue, and basically the deer blacks out, dies wherever it was running. Paunch shots typically result in a deer not being able to get 100 yards before they bleed out and they're gone and they expire. But when you hit a deer back, you hit the digestive tract, you hit the intestines, you hit the stomach, and that's painful for the deer, but it's not going to kill the deer immediately, which ethically, you don't want to do a gut shot if you can avoid it. It was a terrible, terrible experience knowing that this deer was hit back and we were going to have to give him time to expire. Because I knew somewhere out on this mountain there was a deer hurting. Not exactly comfortable. If you never find the animal, then you just waste an animal with meat on it, which is high quality protein that nobody will get to enjoy. Some scavengers in the woods perhaps, but definitely not man. So biologically, because we hit the deer in the wrong spot and understanding the deer anatomy and where the high respiratory paunch area of the deer is compared to where we shot, that helped us understand that this deer was going to need some time before we could recover.
All right. We're going to probably give it, an hour, and then we'll go check him out and bring in the prize. Goes Gino, looking for his arrow.
Hours and a whole lot of indigestion. We got ourselves a mountain deer.
That's the way you would do it. Perseverance.
So cool. So cool. We knew you put the smack on him. It's not a great blood trail.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. No brow tine. 5. There's a kicker here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Cool.
We got ourselves a 10-point buck.
That's never went down. Till now.
Still in that deer.
I'll have to
We
edit
got
the
a
whole
kicker
thing.
kicker on his left side here.
Pretty deer, Gino.
Probably a 14, 15-inch spread.
Turn them the other way. See if you can't.
It's a little,
Oh, yeah.
little atrophy, but it's a pretty good buck.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
We were almost here this morning.
I said, go he's killing the camera, man.
This is a real life video. Dad, will you help me turn them over? Because I want to see this exit hole real quick.
Yeah, just don't lose anything here now that you're excited, like your phone or any other damn thing.
I can't.
Grab his leg.
Whoa, what?
No, turn him.
Grab his leg.
Flip him over.
Yeah.
He smells like shit.
No, this way. The other way. Flop him down that way. Flop him down that way.
You gotta make this.
Ass down that
Now, come on, you gotta make this look professional.
Now, the third thing we can break down right now is why was I so excited to find this deer? If you've hunted before, you know my excitement to walk up on an archery buck that I shot in Pennsylvania on my own. I was elated. I still am elated. Look at me. I'm smiling just thinking about it. But at the end of the day, there was a large amount of understanding, teamwork, perseverance, and persistence that allowed for that buck to be recovered. And the fact that the whole thing was filmed for you guys was something that I never really thought I was going to be able to share in any sort of context, but to give you an educational one based off of that deer, that's why I'm smiling, and that's why I'm so excited right now. We had to think like a deer, and we had to think like a scientist in order to get that deer. And that's what makes this sportsman lifestyle so awesome. So I cannot wait to share with you the next year's worth of experiences here on the Slaw Vlog, because we are going to do exactly what we just did in a large context of different opportunities that the natural world of Western Pennsylvania has to offer. So now you got an idea of how we're going to approach things here on the Slaw Vlog. Do me a favor, drop a comment down below along with a like and maybe a subscribe if you haven't done so already for the channel. And I want you to tell me, do you think this form of learning science is going to be something you're interested in? And then tell me why, or why not. Just stay respectful and stay a good viewer in the YouTube community. So fellas and fellettes, until next time, shoot straight, stay strong, and that's it. Catch you on the next one.